I hope you guys enjoyed today's event. First and foremost, a shout out to the alumni that came out so strong yesterday. There were approximately, I don't know, close to 300 alumni, and Coach Rick and his wife Catherine, graced us with their presence as well. And Carol Sofer talked about them and the contributions they had made, and then our alumni. I mean, Devin Hester spoke, Andre Johnson spoke very powerfully, and then Michael Irvin took the stage, and it really impacted our players. We need to see that, we need to feel that, do that more and more. And then I came out today and saw, a lot, even though it's vanilla, offense versus defense, sets that we know and plays that we know. It's good to see guys compete and try to win their one-on-ones, and have, some plays that were positive and some obviously that were not as positive, but guys did compete. And we got a lot of plays in, a lot to work off and look off of film, and go from there and get ready for the offseason.
Coach, off the top of your mind, what stood out to you the most after watching the game?
Well, to me, what stands the most is what happened throughout spring ball. A team that, for the most part, went back and forth. A team that found a way to, if the defense was not having a good day, they dig themselves out, and then the vice versa. Where competition was increased at a lot of positions, and some of the needs that are a little bit more clear, they were assessed and we improved, and then some might have to be improved now going forward, right? A lot of stuff goes on now, after today. But overall, just a team that's progressing, a team that's really understanding and growing and developing.
Mario, what do you think of Cam Ward today, especially his ability to improvise on some throws?
Did some good stuff. We dropped some passes. The pass rush is a real one. When a couple of those guys are coming like they come, and we're not doing too many different things. It's hard to block those guys one-on-one. So he did a good job. Thought obviously Restrepo did a great job. Jacoby was limited but did some good things. Isaiah Horton had a great spring. The offensive line, defensive line, they battled all, the whole time. I thought all the quarterbacks did some good things, but Cam certainly is it's obvious, he's a guy, and he had not a good spring, a great spring.
Hey, Coach, the last 2 years you played in Fort Lauderdale.
Right.
How did you like playing on campus this time? Obviously a lot more energy, but the students and all that.
Right.
Fort Lauderdale, you were able to kind of let Broward County market the team up there.
I mean, it's, you got to pick a spot, and number one, extremely grateful to all the times that we've been up in Fort Lauderdale, but felt this was necessary. I mean, we have 300 alumni in town. Many of them have never seen all the advances campus has made, and I remember playing this game here and practicing here, and the way the energy that came with the community was something that we felt that we had to do for the student body, for the community, for the university, for our fans, for our players. They needed to feel that, and I'll tell you, in a short amount of time with what we had, they did a really good job setting up a really good environment, and our players enjoyed it.
What do you think of the defense overall?
I think hot and cold. I think defending a guy like that is difficult. I think that we played some of our coverages really, really well and lost sight on some other ones. Some good moments of tackling, some other ones where guys got away from us. I'm talking about obviously the first half of it. I thought our pass rush was really good. I thought we were better in the interior, clogging up some of the holes in the run game. A couple spit out, but they more rolled off the table than gutted us. All in all, there were some solid things. Got to watch it on tape to make sure I'm getting the right info.
Coach, a sack and a fumble recovery by Marquise Lightfoot today. What did you like to see out of the freshman? Looking back to last spring, Ruben Bain kind of came on the scene. What did you see from Lightfoot today?
Explosive, fast guy. He plays hard. He's learning the system. He's gained a lot of weight since he's been here. He's always eating, and he's got to keep eating. I have him take Zaquan with him and JoJo with him. It's like, I tell them if I see him without a sandwich in their hand, they got a problem. So a lot of improvement by him, and obviously being here early helps tremendously. Expecting a big offseason for him.
With the portal opening, again, just what's the work that goes into that for you and your staff? How do you prepare for that?
Well, it just starts like right now, this is a whole different phase now, right? The first part is making sure our people thank all the people that made this happen. That's number one. And then right to what we've been doing, we've been assessing, what are the areas that clearly need help? What are the ones that we've clearly improved at? What can we do well? What maybe we should get away from and not do? So the portal, we address things first with our players. That's the respectful way to do so. And we've got to get our roster to a certain number at some point in time. And those are the decisions and the conversations that are had. And they're very open and transparent. You go right to it. There's no, you can't pull, you've got to be just very truthful and straightforward when it comes to it.
What type of guy are you looking to bring in for the portable on and off? What type of player are you looking to bring on and off the field into the program?
Well, I'll talk more about the intangibles and actual players, again, out of respect for our players and their positions. Just guys like great examples. Cam Ward's a great example. Mish Powell is a great example. C.J. Clark is a great example. Kiko, when he got here, great example. You know, guys like that, they want to be great, they want to be elite, and they push culture. They work hard, they do the extra things, they're good people. There's nothing in them except competitive spirit and wanting and a desire to win. And when you have guys like that that really care about the end result for everybody, it adds to the culture. You've got to always be very selective and make sure you're bringing in people that add to the roster, add to your, I would say, the ability of your team, right? The caliber of your team, but also that enhanced culture.
I know he's mainly playing running back out of necessity now, but Elijah Lofton, do you feel like he can be your running back looking forward solely, or do you feel like him as a versatile?
I think we assess everything. You know, there's some things we did throughout spring ball that you guys didn't have a chance to see that are some conversations, guys playing different positions on both sides of the ball, you know, at just about every position. So there's some things to discuss. He's obviously one of them, but he does a lot of things. You should see him on defense. He's an excellent player on defense as well. So you know, we talked about Robbie, guys like Robert Stafford. There's a lot of guys that have multi-position value, very versatile. So we'll get to that right away.
Great. Thank you, Coach.
Thanks,
Coach.
Thank you very much.